Hello again, denizens of the internet. How are you guys doing? I am feeling good. I got my foot up on my desk, I got my tea, and I am constantly getting resources and EXP for doing absolutely nothing. This is nice. This is good. So, I saw an interesting quote recently. A university had defined a lesbian as someone that was not a man and attracted to, things that aren't men. Basically, would be the gist of the definition, right? And so, recently Matt Walsh made a documentary called What is a Woman? And the progressives, the Marxists, were trying to figure out an answer to that question, right? And so I think they finally found one, but I don't think they want to use it, which is kind of interesting to me. So if we take this university's, conclusion to its logical definition, right? So a lesbian is someone that is not male and attracted to women, basically. You can say that a woman then is devoid of maleness. So that means the basic definition of a woman is lacking or without man, right? And I think that really, really says something, right? Because in society we have, a definition of what a man is, right? Men have to be chivalrous and all of this other nonsense that no one does anymore, no one's going to do anymore because our society has crumbled. We're, not a racial majority anymore. There is, we're a melting pot, as you were, of degeneracy. And so, what is a man in current modern day is completely different. And anyone who says otherwise is, coping, one could say, through believing that somehow that things are going to improve or somehow men are going to go back or be chivalrous. I mean, really, Prince Charming's going to come for me, right? Anyways. So beyond the delusional Western woman elements involved in this, it really comes to, if you're going to define a woman in modern day, the only definition is someone lacking maleness or someone lacking a man. So a married woman, in fact, can't be a woman. She's, a housekeeper. She's all of these patriarchal terms. So the only way you can actually be a woman is, one, if you're single. You live in some Amazon matriarchy society where, all the women sleep with Chad and have his kids, and then the village is expected to raise it, right? That's the deal women want in reality. Not going to happen, obviously, but still hilarious. Although maybe it is, if you consider welfare and all of that. Maybe the government will be the village. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe they will get what they want in that respect, but, So, if you're going to define a woman, it's someone that is not in a relationship with a man, provides basically no value to society besides her birth now, and isn't a human doing or is a human being, just expected to exist, right? And that really says something about modern day society and the way then gender relations as a whole. It's kind of actually profound when you think about defining a woman as lacking maleness, right? So by that token then, a man must be the opposite then of what a woman is. So a man has to be a human doing. He has to, accrue resources, have all of these features and tendencies. Wow. I never noticed. The scenery in here is absolutely beautiful, by the way. Sorry, I got distracted, it happens, but... So, if a woman, then, is simply lacking maleness, and a man is, the exact opposite values of a woman, then so is a man... Paradoxically, a man then has to be someone in a relationship because, Lord knows... Thanks for the card, by the way. Hell yeah. Because Lord knows, a single man then also can't be a man because, if a man is the opposite of a woman in this kind of paradox that the left has created, then if you're single, you can't be a man either, or a real man, I guess. I don't know. Would they use the term real man, or would they just define it as being male? It's strange. It's actually quite interesting to think about how you would define gender in these terms, right? Where if you ignore the obvious biological reality and the binary involved in here and just define a female, or well, yeah, define, let's say, a female as someone that's not male and just group them all together. Because let's be real here. At the end of the day, that's the only way they're going to make, at least in a logical sense, out of this definition, is anyone not male is a female. And that, of course, doesn't even make sense in their own, like, you know, LGBT plus shenanigans, yada yada, right? Because just innately, women as a category doesn't apply to non-binary people and all of these other, like, snowflake genders that exist, right? So it's just interesting. I don't have the extra damage thing up. I am dumb. Anyways, so how do we exist in a society then where, you know, this is the half the population fully believes that this is the proper definition for man and woman? Because let's be clear here, when the mask is off, they probably actually believe this sort of nonsense, right? So what are the implications of a society? Oh, that person's chained. Ugh. Get off the chain, homie. Anyways, so what are the political implications of, I know that's like 4chan terminology, what are the political implications, but what are the political implications of, you know, your society existing in this weird dichotomy where you define women as lacking in maleness? And then it begs the question, right, so what is the atypical or archetypical man in a society where that exists, right? Because if a man is just the polar opposite of women as far as all things go, then it begs to reason that by that definition as well, that all the values that are male are also not female. So it's just interesting to think about, right? And what those values entail and what actually being a man might become in modern day society. Now, I personally couldn't really care less. I'm not interested in relationships, or this doesn't have any impact on me. I feel sorry for the people that are still trying to find relationships or still have some sort of hope. Like, I think you're misguided if you have any hope. I think it's pointless to have hope, but you're welcome to have it nonetheless. Ah, spooky. Spooky boss doing spooky things. Danger, danger. Yeah. Okay. We're slaying Thalia over here. I know it's Philia. Well, I assume it's Philia. You never know in these type of things. The right knot. Knout? Isn't that a weapon? I'm pretty sure a knout is like a mace. I think at least. It just, he doesn't have a mace equipped. Some of the names of abilities in these games are just absolutely crazy. I have a feeling that's like some sort of weird translation, lost in translation thing where they're like, I don't know, does he have a mace anywhere? No, he's like chained up and stuff, right? Yeah. I'm not seeing any mace, at least on him. I don't know. Maybe his hands are maces. I am not seeing a mace, no matter where I look on this bloody guy. Yeah, I give up. Anyways, but... So, going forward though, I think you should take the destruction of the female gender, as it were, as a big victory, I honestly think. Because if we've reduced defining women as just lacking maleness, as if, you know, they have no real purpose besides just not being men, I think it's a big win for society. I get that society naturally is anti-male, right? And so, you know, not being men is like considered the highest virtue probably, so that's why we like put women on some sort of cringy pedestal or whatever, but woo! What is a Black Hayati? What's that? Oh, a minion. All for me. Is this an uppy grade? I don't think so. What do I have equipped even? Oh. Heck yeah. Free loot. But anyways, yeah, so that's abusing trust. Casual shenanigans, but so yeah. We live in a society that's defined as being anti-male, that, you know, exists basically to put men sort of in this awkward position where we're expected to be both modern and traditional and be perfectly fine with all those elements. And I am just not a big fan. Got a necklace of healing. Amulet. Ooh. Big eye level gains. Perfect. Wait, character and recommend gear. Is this the highest? Yeah, we'll update that. Yeah, but anyways, so that's enough of my spurging about this, though. I just think it's interesting. It deserves some more thought on where we go with this logically. And I am going to mull over this definition over the next coming days and see how it applies to the world. Because it's quite unique, I think, in the grand scheme of things. And I'm going to go actually play the video game now. You guys have a good day.